Hi everyone, welcome to Conversations with. I'm Laura Ratliff, Mrs. Australia International 2020, and I'm a little bit excited today because I have one of my favorites. I met her at the pageant in Sydney, Australia in February, and she's got a heart of gold. What she does in her community is just inspirational, so I'm really excited to share her story from when she was a child to now and what she's going to be doing in the future. So welcome, Sindu, Ms. Australia International 2020. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Laura. It's so wonderful to be on here. Thank you for the opportunity, and you look amazing as always. So it's so glad to be back on track. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, 2020 has been interesting, hasn't it, Sindu?
one of a kind of a year.
Yeah. So, Sindu, you are absolutely stunning in every single way, inside and out. Now, let me tell us where you're from and maybe a little background story to like 5-year-old Sindu, for example.
Oh, that's cool. I was born in India, and my education was in India as well. So I pretty much lived all my teenage years in India. I came to Singapore for studies, so I love computers. So I like fixing things. So that's how I got into the IT field, and I lived in Singapore for a while, and I came to Australia probably a decade back. As a little girl, I'm just a typical little girl, love dressing up, dolls, soft toys. I still have my soft toys in my bed. I have a huge collection of them, still love them. Yeah, my childhood had been wonderful. My parents did everything they can to give myself and my sister a very good childhood, whatever was within their means. Education was very important in our family. So my parents always used to say that the pathway forward would be to educate yourself, because when you educate yourself, you make yourself aware of your environment and you can make good wise decisions, making informed decisions. So right from childhood I was always told that okay, education is important. And I realize now that, while I had lots of things, uncertain things happen in my life, I think education is something that I held on to, because it was like a pathway for me to not give up on life and have a different perspective on life, and then move forward and grab the opportunities that come along the way for a living. So yeah, I think I have really fond memories of my childhood. Yeah.
I love that. I'm a little bit like yourself, Sindhu. I had really supportive parents as well, and they were always very encouraging of doing different activities, educating yourself and following your dreams. And so as a child, Sindhu, did you dream of becoming a princess, or did you dream about what was in your dreams as a child?
I don't know how I got this, but as a child, I wanted to become a psychologist. And I knew nothing about a psychologist.
I love
Because in India, in those time, there were only two professions that people thought was important, which was an engineer and a doctor. So I
that.
picked doctor because I liked the stethoscope on my shoulders. So I was like, every playtime it used to be a doctor set. And I think I got this idea of a psychologist maybe in my teenage years, when I knew a little bit about what a psychologist does. And I like talking to people, and I like helping people just by, sometimes all that you need is a listening ear. You don't need to give a solution, need to do anything, but the other person just wants to be heard. So I thought psychologist plays a very prominent role in hearing people out, first of all, and then from a professional setting, give them the tools to be able to cope with whatever they're going through. So I wanted to be a psychologist, but my math was very weak.
Ah.
So my science was good, my math was very weak and still is. So I couldn't get into the first group, and I had to pay. There was a situation where I had a choice to either pay some money to get into a different college or wait a year to do the entrance exam again and do it again. But I think my parents and myself decided we are not going to wait for 1 year. And I actually accidentally got into computers because that was the only college available for me, because everything was left last minute because we were looking for medical field. And the last choice was that one. So when I started it, I was a bit disappointed. I was like, oh my goodness, I want to step on my thing. And now I'm having like screwdriver and stuff with computers. It's totally different thing. Like doing a postmortem of a body and doing a postmortem of a computer is completely different. But I loved it. And yeah, so I still want to do a doctor. You never know, education has no age.
Yeah.
All that you need to have is a willpower and determination to do what you want to do. So I'm still not giving up. Let's see. Let's see what comes along my way.
I
Yeah.
love that, Sindhu. And I just noticed you have a dream sign behind you, which is absolutely perfect for what we're chatting about. So
Yeah.
I just love it how when you're a child, you can dream one thing, and then your journey, when you're open to it, can lead you to other things and things that you absolutely love and maybe not have thought about. So, what led you to pageantry?
That's a very interesting question. I thought I would have some nice answer for it, but I'm just going to be honest here. What led me to pageantry? I think my fear. For myself, I like to put myself out there when I'm fearful of doing something. So I challenge myself. And the time I was looking for pageantry or something like that, I was not looking for a beauty pageantry because I want to be kind of some kind of a role model rather than a beauty model. So I just started looking up on the internet. This was like probably a year before everything unfolded in the life. So I found the Australian international pageants on the internet through Google search. And I didn't apply for it at that time. Like I found it a year back and I didn't apply it because I thought I was not good enough. And I started comparing myself with, because I'm not from a pageant world, I don't have experience. So when you try to venture out into a new field, the first thing that naturally comes to you is you try to compare yourself with what's out there. So you look up fashion magazines, and then you look up the pageantry current queens, and then the second thing comes straight away is you compare yourself to them. Oh, I don't have good skin. Oh, I don't have the style. I can't do it. I can't do it. So more than I can do it, you have to overcome all the I can't do it. But so I was hesitant. I didn't apply it the first time. But this thought in my head would not go away because this platform has an immense capacity to be a role model, and it kind of shines light not on you, but it helps to shine light on other people's life through you. So it's not about you, it's about other people. And this pageantry has done all the groundwork, all the foundation. All that you need to do is just get in there and see how you can team up with them to see what you can do. And it's not always about winning a crown. It's about I longed for that network of like-minded people, ladies and strong women that want to make a difference in the world. So finally, I in my life so far, the one thing I've always done, which sometimes I don't like it myself, is if I'm uncomfortable with something, I would just put myself out there because I know the resilience that can come out of that, you have never imagined you had it in you. So I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to silence the voices. My own voice is not anyone else's. I had to battle my own voice first. I said, you know what? Don't worry about winning the crown. Just go there, enjoy yourself, because in every aspect, it's a new journey for me in every aspect. So I'm not losing anything. In fact, I'm learning so many things, and that's how I took a brave step, and I actually sent an inquiry on the website, and Ferial, the director, she was the one that actually approached me. And at the start, Ferial's humbleness really, really impressed me because a director such high level with so much busyness in her life, doing a professional and personal setting, and that's far away from our country. She had the time to actually reply back to an inquiry who is not even a contestant yet. So that speaks a lot about the system as such. So I was really like, okay, it looks like this is a real person, like someone down to earth, and someone that's so humble and willing to give an opportunity if you want to take it. So and one thing led to the other one, and I everything was fearful. Like I was like the duck inside the water. I put on a brave face outside, but inside I was still nervous. But I was like, you know what, just do it afraid. If I'm afraid of something, just do it afraid. And this was one of my one of my very favorite quotes, or from one of the Christian preachers called Joyce Meyer. She always says, if you're afraid of something, do it afraid. So any challenge that comes in the pageantry, especially when in my head that says you're not good enough, or you're not like that person, or what do you think in your mind that you can compete that person. So all those things, I think I've gained so much confidence just, and this pageantry has helped me just be myself. Like I don't have to pretend, I don't even have to try to be someone else. It's about your own journey and your own uniqueness. So that's how I came in here, and I'm loving it so far.
Sindu, I love that. You actually gave me goosebumps when you said those things. And for the viewers listening, I actually just did another interview with a lady who talks about dreams and success mindset. And what Sindu just shared is all about the success and the success mindset you need to adopt to achieve your dreams, and the negative thoughts that we tell ourselves, no, I can't do it, no, I don't look like that person, the comparison thoughts that come through are actually those things that prevent us from achieving our dreams. So if we can just block out those, see what I do, Sindu, is I say, no, devil, I'm not listening to you, this is what I'm doing, and become the light that way as well. So thank you for sharing that story. That speaks volume to who you are, and I love that you found confidence with taking that step and facing your fears. So thank you so much. So now tell us, I cannot wait to share your platform and your past experience and what you're doing going forward with your platform.
Thanks, Laura. My platform is Save the Children. So the reason I took this platform is I'm a mom myself, and my little one is 7 years old. So I get to see her. I'm a first-time mom as well. So everything is new in the parenting world as well. So you get to see their mindset, what causes them fear, and you get closely to watch their vulnerability in different situations. And that actually, so due to the different changes in my life, and I see my little one so closely, I was able to, figure out the emotional things she could be going through, or any attention that needs. So, and coming back from India, I know there are lots of kids in my own locality, in my own townhood and nearby states that I grew up with. I know there is a need there where people not people children are neglected in different ways. So I think being a mom myself and my past things all came together suddenly, and I was like, you know what? If you can, you should do something for the children. And in my own life's experience, education is something I really believe on. I believe in the fact that I don't want to give someone fish if they're hungry. I want to teach them how to fish, because that is a long-term solution. And in this day and world, I think if we provide education at least till year 12, you're giving them the tools for them to live their life properly. And education also gives them the perspective to make decisions logically, and makes them a human kind of thing. It's not like you take rash decisions and you regret it for the rest of your life. I chose Save the Children because they are doing amazing job across Australia, US, and all over the world. And their target is mostly street children or children living in poverty or underprivileged children, where they strive to give an opportunity wherever they can with good food or good education, keeping them safe in the war countries. So, and that really, touched my heart, and I really wanted to spread awareness for them, and in ways I can participate in few things for them or do fundraising, and just give a helping hand, and for a moment I also thought that, oh, Save the Children is a massive organization. Why would they want to help? Why would they want help from a person, like one person, like a single individual? But no, I was wrong, because when you want to help someone, every single bit that you do as an individual matters. It's not like, oh, someone is giving $1,000, what is $1 going to make an impact? Actually it does, because that $1 might be nothing for you, but it might put a meal on the table for a child in an underprivileged country. So when I started working closely with Save the Children, and just checking on the projects they're doing or just following them on social media, it really opened my eyes that, my goodness, the need is more. There is so much need. So you can't be sitting and thinking what you want to do. You got to set into action and do what you can. I'm still involved with them. So on and off, I keep doing. I contact the Indian office and sometimes the Australian office and ask them, is there anything I can do? But most of all, if I can raise awareness, that means I'm also building a team of people from the community and from the world, that, hey, there is an organization, if you would like, and if your mission and passion matches to these kids, there you go, you are able to help. So many people don't know that Save the Children might exist at all. So my role, I think, is to raise awareness and bring this organization out to more people, so more people can step up and help in whatever ways they can.
Awesome. I love everything about you, Sindu. Again, I'm getting goosebumps as I sit here and listen to you. Not only are you an inspiration to just me, you're an inspiration to so many women out there. So keep on shining your light for people, because this world really needs more light and people like you. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And how do we get in contact with you or follow you and what you're doing for your mission?
I do have Facebook pages, which is similar to my screen name. I'm on both Instagram and Facebook. So I do post regular updates on my social life and things about Save the Children and the amazing work that they're doing. And also updates about the pageantry, the wonderful journey we get to do with the sisterhood there. So it's a lot of fun on the page. So if you'd like to follow me and join me on the journey, those are the two pages you will find me on.
Amazing. And we will post those links so that people can follow you easily. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming on today, sharing your journey and your passions and your mission. And again, thank you for stepping over that fear that you had and become the person you are today, because you're going to inspire so many people and help so many people along the way. So that's it today, guys. I hope you enjoyed Conversations With. What an inspiration. And if you're thinking about stepping into the pageant world, the website is below. They do have applications open at the moment for next year. So that's it, guys. And remember, I sparkle for every child. So if you'd like to join my journey in sparkling for every child and help them become who they are and make the world a better place, then do follow my website, and it is below. So thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next episode of Conversations With.